We have more depositions that have been unsealed in the Justin Baldoni Blake Lively case, and they are juicy. It really kind of like, who do you believe? Who do you trust? We actually took a poll on TikTok, and well, let's just say it was very close between Melissa Nathan and Katie Case. Who do you believe? We're gonna find out when we read the deposition. And because I know you guys love it when I have guests with me here and we play the role of attorney and the client and the person getting deposed, I have a guest with me here today. You guys know Carol. You love Carol. We're gonna get into it. So grab a popcorn, grab a drink, maybe a tea. I have tea with me. We might be here a second. Meet me on the other side. F around and find out. Oh, hello there, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of F Around and Find Out. I'm your host, Elsie. I appreciate you for hanging out with me. I appreciate your time. And guys, before we get into the deposition and the gossip and why you're really here, I have some good news and exciting news to show you guys. And I know, I'm like, I was supposed to wait till like December to tell you guys this, but I can't. I'm just going to tell you right now. So when we talked the last time, I told you guys I was waiting for an update on the borehole on the well. They had gone to check it out. It needed a few things. And just within 24 hours, my uncle called me and it's fixed. And so I'm just going to show you because I can't contain my excitement. And this is when they went to look at it 2 days ago in the morning, and it needed, to see what it needs fixing, the motor, the engine, how to pump it. And it was completely destroyed. As you can see, the pipes are burst, completely broken. So they took everything apart, as you can see here. And my uncle called me, told me what they would need. He actually said it would take like 3 to 4 days. And I was like, dang, but it's okay. 3 to 4 days is fine. And then yesterday morning, he called me. He was like, hey, good news. I'm like, what's up? We're going to be able to fix it within the next 24 hours. I said, great. Send me pictures of everything. Send me videos. So this is when they actually pull everything up, see what's broken, see what needs fixing. And before I sat down to eat dinner tonight, he messaged me and literally I couldn't stop smiling. I wish I could show you guys the Ring camera footage in my house just so you could see what my face looked like. But this is the kids coming from school today on Friday and finding out they have fresh water that they just have to pump and they're good to go.
For providing us sweet community. May God bless you. For providing us with water. Sweet community. May God bless you. For providing us with water.
I remember I told you guys in the beginning, they still have to pump it like with your hand. It's not like a tap where you just turn it on. But this is still better for not having water for 3 years and having to go 2 miles away, to get fresh water. And the headmaster for the school district had a message I'm going to play right here for you guys.
I'm Jacob Norman Bugri, the head teacher of Sophia Line DA Basic. As Rich community, we are much grateful to you. For the past 3 months, you did a donation containing books, writing materials, and whatever to our school here. In fact, it has improved our teaching and learning and the attendance of students here. And we have no source of drinking water. Our main source of drinking water is the borehole here, which has been spoiled for about 3 years now. We travel 2 miles away to get good drinking water for the school. And we have evidence here. In fact, we lodged a complaint to our senior man, Reverend Amwate, and he has come to our aid. Yes, I think just today, they've come to maintain the borehole for us.
But pretty much he's saying thank you. I'm going to have more videos to show you guys in the upcoming days because he still has to send everything. But they're just thanking everybody from the books we donated earlier in the year to the pens, to the socks, the calculators. And they don't know yet that they're getting a bridge. So they're going to find out in a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks for that. But I just wanted to show you guys this. And wow, I'm overwhelmed with joy. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Thank you guys for trusting me, for believing in me that I'm going to do the right thing, and for supporting me up until today. So without much, getting more emotional and everything, I don't want to do that. But I just wanted to show you guys my appreciation. I want to say thank you. And now we're going to get into why you're really here, which is the gossip and the deposition. All right, guys, in order to make the depositions fun, as popular requests you guys have put in, you guys say bring a guest back for that. Raven is busy. Bachi's on vacation, but Carol is my girl. And I love her and she loves doing this with me. But before we get started, you guys, anything you need in this case, anything you need to catch up on, if you can find it, a lot of you ask in the comments and it's hard to get to everybody. But please remember to use docketupdates.com where you can find Carol, and she does an amazing job. Carol, I'm so proud of you. And I tell you every day, so this is
Thank
not
you so
news to
much.
you. But thank you for your hard work. It makes it a lot easier on all of us.
It's my pleasure.
Of course. Well, girl, let's get into it. We have a lot of work to do today. We have a good, how many pages we have to get through? 20,
Or 26.
26. We have 26 pages to get through. It's gonna be fun. And I don't know, do you have a horse in this race? Are you leaning more towards Katie Case or do you believe Melissa Nathan?
I think I believe Melissa Nathan.
You do?
Yeah. I think something that I think is new information for most people is that Katie Case used to work for Stephanie Jones.
Stephanie Jones. True.
So game recognized
Okay.
game, I guess.
You know what? You know what though? As that is true, and I've had that information at the back of my head. But to me, I can agree with you. We could give this round to Melissa Nathan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna pick it up. Me, strike that and try to be clear. When you said you understand that you are required to preserve everything related to this matter, Miss Lively had allegations other than sexual harassment allegations, correct?
Whatever was in here, I knew I was meant to preserve it, and I did that.
Okay, and you knew that those preservation requirements extended to text messages on social media accounts and emails, right?
From the 20th of December, I knew that. Yes.
And including messages sent through WhatsApp or Signal or other ephemeral messaging platforms.
I did.
Okay, and did you preserve all of your messages after this point in time?
I did.
You have a messaging app on your phone. Do you have any auto delete functions enabled so far as you know on your text messages on your phone, your regular messaging app, not Signal or WhatsApp or any other?
During what time period? In general, or
If they cut us off one more time, I will riot. I will riot.
a little bit of a cutoff.
All right, we jump to 51. I ask, you don't know as you sit here today whether you sent or received a single message on Signal in August of 2024 relating to this matter.
I don't know.
You use Signal when you communicate with Jed Wallace, is that right?
Amongst other things, yes.
What other things?
Telephone,
What else?
text,
What else?
email.
What else?
To the best of my knowledge, that's it.
Voice memos?
I don't send voice memos.
Have you received voice memos from Mr. Wallace?
Yes.
Do any of those voice memos have an auto delete function attached to them?
I'm not sure.
Do you have any understanding of what the auto delete function was set to on your Signal threads? What your sort of standard is that you use? Objection from Brian Friedman, and the witness says.
On which particular thread? You have to be more specific.
Well, you don't have a recollection of when you started using Signal for the Wayfair parties, right?
No.
I'm trying to just ask you generally because you don't have that recollection. If you know, generally speaking, if you have a typical period of time that you use for your client's work when you're using a Signal thread?
I don't know.
How about with Mr. Friedman? You are on Signal threads with him?
I am.
And what is a typical deletion time that you have set for your communications with him?
I'm not sure.
Is it more than a week?
I'm not sure.
Do you have a guess?
I don't have a guess.
But there's a deletion function set, right?
Well, it depends on which conversation you're speaking about.
Okay, do you use any other messaging apps other than Signal and text and email?
I do have WhatsApp on my phone, but I barely use it.
Did you ever use WhatsApp for anything connected to the issue in this case?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, any other messaging apps?
On this case? No.
Do you ever use Telegram
For this case?
for this case?
Not to my knowledge. If there is something there, please let me know because I don't really use it.
What about Proton Mail? Do you ever use, and they cut us off? I hate that. All right, so we jump from 52 or whatever that is to like 111. Okay, do you see in the overview how the document says, as read, there are several potential scenarios at play here, which we should be prepared for should BL and her team make her grievances public?
Yes.
BL and her team refers to Blake Lively and her team.
Yes.
Who did you understand Miss Lively's team to be at this time?
Leslie Sloan and her publicist.
Okay, who else besides Leslie Sloan did you understand to be part of Miss Lively's team?
I didn't know anyone else.
Okay, do you see the next sentence says, as read, given she was made to compromise with the premier, we feel she will move forward with doing so. Do you see that?
Yes.
It was Tag's view that you all believe that Miss Lively and her team would make her grievances public.
Again, this is scenario planning, so this is a possibility. This is not definitive.
Right. I mean, the scenarios, I didn't really ask you if you thought it was definitive that she would do so. I'm just saying what you're describing here in this first paragraph is there are scenarios that we need to be prepared for should she make her grievances public.
Absolutely.
And then we believe, given that she was made to compromise with the premier, that she will move forward with doing so. Do you see that?
Yes.
So all I'm asking you is, it was your view or Tag's view, at least at that time, that Miss Lively was going to make her grievances public. Is that right?
No, she could. You keep on saying that it's my view. This is like she could have made. Yes.
As read, we feel she will move forward. Oh, we jump. So a lot of people who don't understand the reason they're doing this line of questioning, they're trying to talk about the spoliation aspect of things. They're trying to prove that Tag, even though they hadn't received a summons or deposition, or not deposition, they hadn't received a summons or subpoena or anything letting them know they're getting sued. They're trying to prove that Tag and the Wayfair team and Melissa, everybody knew there would be a lawsuit. That's why they deleted messages, which just because I delete messages and I think you may sue me doesn't mean you sued me or you've told me you're suing me. So I'm not responsible for messages I delete before you hand me a cease and desist or any documentation showing me a lawsuit is coming. So technically, they're not responsible for that.
And what I keep saying is, I don't think Blake Lively knew she was filing a lawsuit either. I mean, she went the Van Zandt route. So did Miss Lively know who she was filing a lawsuit against?
Exactly.
But suddenly Melissa Nathan's supposed to know something's going to come against her?
Exactly. The same way Jen Abel and Stephanie Jones are going back and forth, and Stephanie Jones is expecting Jen Abel to have kept text messages. It's not her responsibility. If you're going to sue me the right way, rather than doing the whole loop-de-loop you did. Because had they not done Van Zandt and went straight to suing, we wouldn't be here, because then I wouldn't have been able to delete anything. So it's really their fault if they really want somebody to blame.
And they've had her phone since August 21st, so she couldn't delete anything.
She couldn't delete anything. Exactly. Good morning. So the stenographer reporter. Good morning, everybody. Ashley Sylvan, stenographer reporter, license 12019. Ma'am, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear? Do you solemnly swear? Do you solemnly state that your testimony you're about to give in this deposition will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Shaw, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Maureen Shaw. You heard I represent Stephanie Jones and Jones Works in these matters.
Yes.
You were just sworn in by the court reporter. Again, do you understand that you, as you did yesterday, have a duty today to give true and accurate testimony?
I do.
And you're under oath today with equal force as though you were in court of law.
I understand.
Is there any reason that you can't give full and complete testimony today?
None.
We jump to page 129. That popped up on the internet in or around May of 2024 about Stephanie Jones, right?
From being sent them, yes. Knowing about them, reading all the different articles, yes.
Is it your testimony that you're only aware of those websites because you were sent them or read publicly available articles about them?
It is.
Okay, I'm going to hand you a series of documents.
Before you do that, can I just go to the bathroom really quick?
Yeah, of course. We can take a 5-minute break. Off record, the time is 11:30 a.m. Recess. They come back and the time is 11:50 a.m. Melissa Nathan went to pee for 20 minutes. You know what? I can't be mad at her. Apparently, Blake was taking 30-minute bathroom break, so it's fine. It's really fine. He says, okay, so we're going to hand you a series of documents and I'm going to read them out for the record. If you just keep them in front of you.
Sure.
We jump to 130. Ms. Shaw, Exhibit 54 is a document entitled Holding Clients Hostage. Stephanie Jones leaks. It's marked Nathan 00003131. Exhibit 54, marked for identification.
I see that.
Exhibit 55 is a document entitled Stephanie Jones Leaks, and that bears the website domain stephaniejoneslies.com. Exhibit 55, marked for identification.
I see that.
Exhibit 56 is a document from what appears to be an X account or Twitter account, username under the name at Lying Stephanie Jones. Exhibit 56 marked for identification.
I see that.
Exhibit 57 is what appears to be a Facebook account with the banner Stephanie Jones Leaks. Exhibit 57 marked for identification.
I see that.
And Exhibit 58 is a Pinterest account with the banner Stephanie Jones Leaks. Exhibit 58 marked for identification.
I see that.
Okay, and you have seen each of these documents in Exhibit 54 through 58 before, isn't that correct?
I have seen this one.
Which one is that?
This is the holding clients hostage.
That's Exhibit 54?
I have seen 54. Is 55 from 54?
55 is different. It is another website, stephaniejoneslies.com.
I mean, I don't know if they're the same thing for me. I have not seen this one before.
Which exhibit is that?
58. I have not seen 57 before.
Okay.
And I know that I was sent a Twitter, but I really don't know if I have seen the majority of Exhibit 56 before.
Okay, now you had a role in the creation of the Stephanie Jones Leaks website that documented in Exhibit 54, right? Objection from Brian Friedman. The witness answers
no.
We jump to 132. You asked Katie Case to write copy. You asked Katie Case to write copy for that website. Isn't that true?
That is not true.
And you also had a role in the creation of publication of Exhibit 56, the X account, right?
No.
You asked Katie Case to write copy for that at least 5 or 6 tweets that were posted on that X account in Exhibit 56, right? Objection from Freeman?
No.
Is it your under oath testimony that you had no involvement whatsoever in any shape or form in anything having to do with the website in Exhibit 54 and the X account in Exhibit 56? Objection from Brian Friedman?
It is, yes.
And if Katie Case testified to the contrary, would she be lying?
Yes.
Are you aware that Katie Case testified that you asked her to write copy for the website in Exhibit 54? Objection from Brian Friedman.
I was told that she did testify. I did not listen to her deposition. I was on a plane.
Who told you that?
I can't remember exactly who told me. It would have been one of my lawyers.
Brian Friedman goes, so no information from your lawyer should be disclosing.
Got you.
Have you since read the transcript of her deposition?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
And so you have read what she testified about in this respect?
I have.
Okay, so you're aware that she testified that you communicated to her to write copy for the website in Exhibit 54, including specific language that Stephanie holds clients hostage, that she leaks client secrets, and that she treats her employees poorly, amongst other things. And you're aware that she testified that? Brian Friedman, objection.
I read her testimony.
And you are aware then that she testified that you communicated to her that she should write copy for the website in Exhibit 54, including specific language that Stephanie Jones holds clients hostage, that she leaks client secrets, and that she treats her employees poorly. Objection from Brian Friedman.
I'm aware of what she testified in her deposition. Yes.
And is it your under oath testimony that when she testified that you communicated to her to write copy for the website in Exhibit 54, she was given false testimony under oath?
It is, yes.
Okay. And is it your under oath testimony that when she testified in her deposition that you gave her specific language to write for this website, including that Stephanie Jones holds clients hostage, that she leaks client secrets, that she treats her employees poorly, that she was given false under oath testimony?
Yes.
Objection from Brian Friedman. Okay, are you aware that Katie Case testified that she received a call from you in early May and communicated to her that a website that became the website in Exhibit 54 had been requested? Objection from Brian Freeman.
I am aware that she testified that.
Am I aware that she
Sorry. Am I aware that she testified that?
Uh-huh.
I don't actually recall that bit, but if it's in her testimony, then yes.
Okay, we're gonna need to go on AEO. Okay, from Brian Freeman. Have you read the entirety of Katie Case's deposition transcript? Objection from Brian Freeman.
I think so.
Okay, at redacted.
Yes.
If Katie Case testified that you asked her to draft a tweet about Stephanie Jones that appeared in Exhibit 56, the outlying Stephanie Jones X account,
Uh-huh.
is it your under oath testimony that Katie Case was given false under oath testimony?
About me? Yes, absolutely.
Okay, do you have any personal knowledge about whether or not Katie Case did write the copy for the website in Exhibit 54?
Now or then?
Personal knowledge.
No, but when? Time period.
Before.
No.
Now?
Given what she said that she wrote it, then yes.
Okay, do you have any personal knowledge about whether or not Katie Case wrote 5 or 6 tweets that appeared in Exhibit 56, the X account?
No.
Okay, so you're saying you didn't ask her to do it, but you don't know whether or not she actually did it?
I mean, she testified that she did it, correct?
Yes.
So based on that and the conversations that I'm not allowed to, then yes. But before that, no, I did not. No.
Okay, and you're also aware that Jed Wallace had involvement in building or creating or publishing the website in Exhibit 54, right? Objection to form from Mr. Glover. Objection from Brian Friedman. The witness answers.
No.
If Katie Case testified that he did, is it your testimony that she would be given false under oath testimony?
I can only talk to myself as to what I know about my own personal test. I can't speak to anyone else, but I have no knowledge of that.
Okay, and you just don't know one way or another if Jed Wallace had involvement in the website in Exhibit 54. Objection from Brian Friedman. Objection from Glover. The witness answers.
Correct. I don't know.
And if Katie Case said she spoke to him about it, you don't have any basis to deny that? Objection from Glover. Objection from Friedman. The witness answers.
If I was not on any telephone calls between those two, if it did or it did not happen, I was not on them.
Okay, you're aware that part of what Jed Wallace does for clients is to build websites, right? Objection from Glover. Objection from Friedman. The witness answers.
That is not my knowledge. He builds websites. That is not to my knowledge. He builds websites.
Say it in a language that you would prefer. Objection from Brian Freeman. We jump to 142. Connection with building websites.
Yes.
Objection from Brian Freeman. Okay, do you have any knowledge as to who was involved in respect in the website about Stephanie Jones in Exhibit 54? Objection from Brian Freeman. The witness answers.
I do now.
What is that knowledge?
From Katie's testimony that she wrote it.
Anything else?
No, I do not build websites, so no.
Have you ever been involved in a matter where a website was built? Objection from Brian Freeman. The witness answers.
Just now, yes, and my own.
What is your own?
The one I have, the agency group.
Okay, when you say just now, you mean the website that was built in connection with the Lively litigations?
Correct.
Okay, what about for redacted?
No, I have not built any websites.
I'm not asking if you've built websites.
Uh-huh.
I'm asking if you've been involved in a matter where a website was built.
No.
Including redacted? Objection from Brian Freeman. The witness answers.
I have not been involved in that.
Are you saying you were not involved in building the website, or are you saying that the website was not built in connection with the redacted matter? Could
you rephrase that question?
Sure.
So I know exactly what I'm answering.
I don't want to get caught up in the meaning of the word built. A a website. So I'm trying to broaden the question in terms of your involvement in any capacity. Your involvement in any capacity in a matter where a website was built.
In any matter at all?
Yes.
I already testified yes to that.
Which ones?
The one in connection with the Lively.
Uh-huh.
My own.
Uh-huh.
And there could have been one previously for clients that back. Please show me. Maybe. But that's what I've been involved in.
Okay. Do you know whether Redacted requested that Katie Case write a copy for the website in Exhibit 54?
I have never met Redacted. I have never had any communications with them. So no, I don't know.
Apart from meeting Redacted or having communications with Redacted, are you aware whether or not Redacted requested this website?
No.
Objection from Brian Friedman. Objection from Brian Friedman. We jump to page 231. The witness answers.
No, I was also working on 2 other matters for Brian at 9:40 a.m. that same day.
Was Jed involved in any of the other 2 matters you were working on for Brian at that time?
I can't recall.
Okay. Do you believe that they were asking you for a copy on another matter? Objection from Brian Friedman. The witness answers.
I could have background report something. Could be.
Does copy typically mean background report?
Yes, it can.
Really?
Yes, it can.
Okay. So if Katie Case testified that this was another website that she created at your request, in conjunction with Brian Friedman and Jed Wallace, that would be false under oath testimony? Objection to form from Glover?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know who the redacted are?
Yes.
Who are they?
They're redacted.
They're redacted, 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 redacted. Redacted, 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 redacted. Is that right?
Yes.
Were they ever your clients?
They, at the beginning of the crisis, their crisis situation, they reached out to hire us. We had one conversation with them and said, okay, before we knew more. And I'm not sure of the time period. When we found out, I would say a couple of days, a day, 2 days, we declined to work with them.
Okay, so you ultimately declined to bring them on as clients of TAG. Is that right?
Correct.
We jump to 233. Okay, but notwithstanding that they were never clients of TAG, you did work with Katie Case to create a website in connection with their litigation, didn't you?
I did not.
Objection from Brian Friedman. And if Katie Case testified that you did, that would be false under oath testimony. Is that your testimony?
Completely false.
Okay. Is Katie Case a huge liar?
Apparently so, yes.
Okay. What reason does she have to lie about you? Objection from Brian Friedman. The witness answers.
I don't know how she is lying about me apart from her being scared of Stephanie Jones. I don't know any other lies so far unless you tell me them.
Okay. How long have you known Katie Case?
Roughly 9 years. I don't know, something like that.
We jump to 239. Business while at TAG building websites with Jed Wallace and Brian Friedman. Objection from Glover. Oh, Lord, no. All right. Objection from Glover. Objection from Friedman. The witness answers.
No, I don't know. I mean, to my knowledge, I don't know. No.
Okay. I'm going to show you. You testified earlier that you were brought in at some point to work with Redacted and Redacted on the litigation involving Redacted, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Jed was involved in working with them on that litigation as well, right? Objection from Brian Friedman. The witness answers.
I can't remember. I only reminded me from my own text messages.
Okay, let's mark this as 73, Exhibit 73, mark for identification. Exhibit 73, it's an article dated June 2nd, 2021, entitled Redacted, Hit by 50 Million Lawsuit by former Goldman Sachs. Oh, it was just getting good.
And that article says Scooter Braun.
Scooter Braun. Yes. I was like, I wonder, are we going to give them the cliffhanger? You guys, we're not going to leave in a cliffhanger. So I don't know why they bothered leaving that part, because now we know Redacted is Scooter Braun.
Okay, so you know the page, the deposition page 144 at the bottom, where a lot of things are redacted?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was talking to Sarah, and she said maybe the redactions were the question, the last redactions, the last three. You know how they're little boxes.
The long sentence one.
Yes, because he says, "I have never met redacted. I have never had any communication, and they forgot
With
to redact
him.
him."
Yeah, let me show the audience. Let me put it up here so they can see. We're giving all the gossip today. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's 23 of 27, but it's page 144 of the deposition. Halfway down, okay, do you know whether redacted requested that Katie Case make a copy of the website? Exhibit 54. I have never met redacted. I have never had any communications with him. So no. And then later they redact all the pronouns down here. So apart from having communications with him, are you aware of whether or not he requested this website? That makes perfect sense and it tracks. And then if you put Scooter Braun's name, Scooter Braun hit with $50 million lawsuit by former Goldman Sachs partner, which perfectly lines up with exactly what we just read. I thank you for coming here to do us a service because people love it when we do the depositions like this. So
Thank you for having me. I always have fun reading these. So
I know
hopefully we'll
it's
get
so
some more
good.
in the coming days.
Yeah, it's so good. I literally, I know that the audience say they love it because it feels like they were in a room, but honestly, me too. I feel like I'm in a conference room across the table, and in my head, you're really Melissa Nathan, and you're really answering these. I know Raven does a good lawyer because
Oh
Raven, like,
yeah.
I legitimately hate her when she's being the lawyer. I appreciate you for hanging out with me, Carol. You guys, please make sure to go support Carol and use ducketupdates.com for all that is worth and all the information she gives us. And we'll be back for the next deposition that is worth reading to the people. Thank you so much for being here,
All
Carol.
right. Thank
And
you.
thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Please remember to use the QR code or the link in the description to donate to our GoFundMe if you're still looking to support our project. I appreciate you guys' continued support. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, hype the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.